Good morning, world. It's 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning. It's just been raining, and this is what commitment looks like. Day 49, folks. 7 weeks. 7 weeks straight into my 365-day running challenge, and it feels good. It feels really good to make it this far. Yes, that's a good running streak. 49 days. And just in my warm-up process now, I'm going to talk about that in more detail in a video, because a lot of people, I think a lot of people do the wrong things in their warm-up, and it ruins their run. And it's mainly around the stretching process. I'm just dropping off my water. That's what I do there. I just leave my water there, pick it up as I run around. And the reason I use water is because I'm living in Cancun in Mexico. We're coming to the end of the summer, and it's hot here, and I'm going to explain to you after I've done my run today how difficult it is to run here in the summertime, and some of the things that I've been doing to negate the heat, humidity, and all the other things that you are confronted with here. So there we go, that's what's coming up. I'm going to get on and do my 40 minutes today and see if I can crack that 7Ks, and I'll be back with you all after I've done my run. So let's go and do it. Okay, just finished 40 minutes, and that was terribly hard today. My legs weren't there, but whenever you get a run like that, you just got to be grateful for all the other things. You're doing your heart and all your other parts of your body a fantastic favor, even though it may feel terrible. Went and quickly got my little mate, because what's going to happen? It's about to pour down, see? And he's been waiting for me like he does every day to come back from my run. So it's quite relevant that it's going to rain like crazy, because in this video today I want to talk about the weather in Cancun here and how difficult it is to run. I've been here for most of the year, and well, I arrived at the beginning of summer, let's say that way, and boy is it hot and humid. And when I got here I never had any plans to do running. I was still recovering from my ACL injury, and then I went for a couple of runs, and boy, it was difficult. Here comes the rain. Come on, Oscar, let's get out of this. Let's go and sit over here. So yeah, I came to Cancun. We're just going to sit here and wait for the rain to go, buddy. Let's stay over here. So I moved to Cancun to live, and that was a good decision. And but the running, man. So this place has two major factors in the summertime. It's extremely hot. Every day is about 35 degrees Celsius, but it feels like 38 to 40 degrees Celsius. And on top of that, you've got 88 to 90% humidity most of the time, like 99% of the time. So not only is it really hot, it's really humid, and of course for any runner out there that knows about running in humidity, it's difficult. So my body is, well, I'd say it's still adjusting really. I'm getting used to it a little bit more, but I lived in Singapore for 7 years, and this is comparable to Singapore, but I would even say worse, because the humidity here is oppressively hot, whereas Singapore you had a few times where you got away from it, but here it's just constant, and at night time it's terrible. So yeah, it's difficult. When I get up from my run at 6 o'clock in the morning, it's already about 28 degrees, and it goes up to 30 by the time I finish. Humidity is around 88 to 90%, so it's really difficult, and you've got to be careful in those kinds of conditions. And it doesn't matter where you live in the world, the climate is going to have a big impact on your running and your overall exercise performance. So if your body adapts to cooler weather, you're going to find it difficult to run in warm conditions if you're not practicing and training in warm conditions, and adversely if you are running all the time in heat, you're going to find it different to run in cool weather, but you're also going to get the benefits of running in cool weather. So it's easier to go from hot to cold than it is from cold to hot for most people. I know that some people are going to say, well, I love running in the heat, and well, running a marathon, which I did in Singapore. In fact, I did an ultra marathon in Singapore and that was extremely tough in those conditions. So yeah, Cancun is really interesting. We're just starting to come in, so we're just at the beginning of September, or heading towards the middle of September. We're starting to come into that period now where there's a lot more rain here. This is the wettest time of the year, and of course it's hurricane season, so there's been a lot of hurricanes this season on the west coast, on the Pacific coast, and not over here on the east coast, which is a good thing. Not for those people on the west coast, but it's yeah, good. And we can expect between now and the middle of October quite a lot of rain here. So yesterday we had a rainy day the whole day, which was fantastic. The temperatures went down, but the humidity stayed about the same. And we're going to be looking at a pretty similar day, I think, today. And then what happens is, towards the end of October, it starts to get a little bit cooler. We can enjoy cooler temperatures during the day and the evening. Humidity is not as oppressive as it is right now, and by December time, when we're heading into real winter, we can get some cooler temperatures. So I'm really looking forward to that, because I've been running my whole challenge so far in the summertime, in these in let's say the worst conditions that on offer here in Cancun. But I'm really lucky from one point of view, because Cancun is really flat. There's no hills here. In fact, you've got to drive about 300 kilometers before you get to any hills. So I don't have any hill running. I don't go up, my elevation doesn't change at all. I'm basically at sea level the whole time. So that's one thing that's unique about this place as well. So really interesting from a running point of view. So if you're coming here on a holiday, or to spend some time in Cancun, and you're a runner, or you like getting out and doing exercise, just be prepared, because it is extremely hot from May through to September, end of September, October. So that's the window of death here in Cancun for runners. So take it easy, make sure you hydrate a lot, prepare before you get here if you can, by doing some faster runs, and yeah, just come here and have a good time, because it's a great place. So that's it for day 49 today. Big milestone tomorrow, the big 5-0, and really looking forward to that. It's pouring down now. And yeah, it's a big milestone, 5-0. So if you're following my journey, I just announced yesterday that I'm going to be a full-time athlete. I'm going to do this full-time. That means I'm going to train for races, try to get sponsors, compete all over the world in different distances, right up to 100-mile ultra trail runs. And this is where you're going to be able to follow my journey. So please hit the subscribe button and follow along, because I'd love to have people find out what it's like for this 50-plus-year-old guy to be a full-time athlete. Okay, I'm going to be drowned out shortly because of the rain, and I'll sign off and see you tomorrow, day 50, but just enjoy a little bit of this because it's beautiful.